Ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Orca Encounter. My name is Morgan, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behavior. We hope this Orca Encounter will help give you a better appreciation of these amazing creatures and all that they represent.
Yeah, go cheer, Bean. Go cheer.
Living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, frame, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Are a natural wonder, and Makani's going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for taking a quick breath on the surface of the water. Even the location of of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like they're locating that white oval eye patch, but that's a visual distraction. Their eyes are actually located in the black area in front of the white patch, camouflage from crashing prey. The fin on the whale's back is called a dorsal fin, and is mainly used to help stabilize killer whales while they swim, as well as regulate body temperature. There's no bone or muscle there, so you may notice that it curves over time. Unlike pectoral flippers, which have 5 bony digits in them just like the human hand. Pectoral flippers are mainly used for steering and stopping.
It's okay. Still watching. Yeah, look.
The lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes. The tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them at speeds of almost 30 miles per hour. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pond. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. They use pectoral flaps at the surface of the water to assert dominance and to get noticed. For example, a mother might use a peck slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they breathe. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Fluke slaps are another form of communication that killer whales use both in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. you can see, killer whales are excellent communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flips, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by killing them right off the beach. Watch as Kalia demonstrates the same behavior right here in front of the pool. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that knock unsuspecting seals into the water. Watch as Nakai demonstrates a similar wave-making technique, showing off some of the impressive and complex hunting behaviors that killer whales have developed around the world. Now you just saw these waves crashing in front of you, but it's hard to understand just how much water is displaced until you experience it for yourself. Luckily, I have a very brave volunteer who has agreed to feel the power of the killer whale tail. So come on down. Alright, I'm going to have you take a seat right here for me. Perfect, hold on to that handle. Good, you ready? Okay, big smile. I'm going to go right over here and make sure the whales are coming. Doing great. Oh, by the way, the water's about 55 degrees. There it is. Woo! How'd that feel? Very nice job. Let's give her a big round of applause. There you go. Now we've learned that killer whales live in all parts of the ocean, so it's no surprise that we eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen in front of you is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So, how does a whale the size of orchid prey on a whale that size in the wild? Well, it's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for a killer whale. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Killer whales spend a lot of time interacting and showing off their playful side, both in the wild and right here at sea.
That is a dolphin. When you say dolphin.
Porpoising is when a killer whale swims fast to the surface, breaking out of the water just like to be touched and more often rub their bellies on rocks than they can. We see our whales demonstrating the same behavior just like killer whales in British Columbia. You'll also see killer whales imitate each other in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The killer whales are always imitating and learning from one another. For example, a tailorite is used in hunting to sun fish. But today, I think that tailorite might just be stunning all over you. We interact with our whales each and every day, which allows us to build trusted relationships to provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. The whales here all take an active role in their own health and well-being. For example, we can line them up with ultrasounds. We can ask them to present their tail first, like you see Taylor doing it on the screen. There's a shallow vein that runs at the surface of those tail flukes, and that's actually how we get blood samples from our whales. We do eye exams, we brush their teeth every day, and then we even ask them onto a scale, like you see Orca doing in the video in front of you. We weigh our whales once a week to make sure that our younger whales are growing properly, and our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight. And we can even get a breath sample from their blowhole. Now, none of this would be possible without the trusted relationships that we build right here at SeaWorld each and every day. Now, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you guys to one of the superstars of our presentation today. Please give a big warm welcome to Orca. Orca is one of our most intelligent whales here at SeaWorld San Diego. She loves learning new behaviors. She actually knows about 400 different behaviors. Orca has participated in countless research studies to help the wild counterparts. She's also inspired millions of guests just like you over her lifetime to help take better care of our oceans. We encourage our whales to learn new things to engage and stimulate their mind. Diet, exercise, and of course play all help keep our whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
On behalf of myself, our training team, and of course the whales, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, and we hope you have a great rest of your day here at SeaWorld San Diego.